If you deal with bloating and gas, do not start with random detox tea. Start with the right kind of herb for the right kind of bloating, because bloating is not one thing. Sometimes it is trapped gas, sometimes it is cramping, sometimes food just sits there. So in this video, I'm giving you the most useful herb map for bloating and gas. Less theory, more herbs, simple formulas, and how to actually use them. The first group is the classic gas herbs: fennel, anise, and caraway. These are the herbs I think of first when the belly feels full of air, puffy, tight, and noisy. Fennel is one of the best all-round choices when gas and bloating come with cramping or a spasmy feeling. Anise is similar, but a little softer and sweeter. It is great when the belly feels gassy and uncomfortable after meals. Caraway is one of the most underrated herbs for bloating, fullness, and gas pressure. If I wanted one simple tea for classic gas after food, I would start here. Formula number 1. 1 teaspoon crushed fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon crushed caraway seeds, half a teaspoon crushed anise. Cover with hot water, steep 10 to 12 minutes, and drink warm after meals. If your bloating comes more with cramping, gripping, or an IBS-type spasm feeling, then peppermint moves way up the list. Peppermint is not my first pick for every person, but for crampy, tight, trapped gas bloating, it can be extremely useful. This is where the form matters. For a lot of people, enteric-coated peppermint oil capsules work better than just mint tea, because the goal is not just taste. The goal is getting that relaxing effect deeper into the gut. But if you tend to reflux or heartburn, peppermint can make that worse. If that is your pattern, go gentler. That is where I like chamomile and lemon balm. Chamomile is great when the belly is bloated and crampy, especially if the whole system is tense. Lemon balm is great when stress and bloating travel together. Formula number 2. Chamomile, lemon balm, and fennel. 1 teaspoon chamomile, 1 teaspoon lemon balm, 1 teaspoon lightly crushed fennel. Steep covered for 10 minutes. This is a beautiful evening tea for nervous bloating. Now let's talk about the third pattern. The meal just sits there. You eat, and then you feel heavy, full, slow, and inflated. That is where I think less about gas herbs and more about digestive ignition. This is where ginger shines. Ginger is especially useful when bloating comes with cold, slow, heavy digestion. It is also useful when the belly feels better with warmth. And this is where angelica or archangelica becomes a very smart herb. Angelica is bitter, aromatic, carminative, and antispasmodic. In simple words, it helps wake digestion up, move stuck gas, and reduce crampy tension. If your bloating comes with fullness, weak appetite, weak digestion, and that food just sits there feeling, ginger plus angelica is a much smarter direction than another random cleanse drink. Formula number 3. Fresh ginger plus angelica plus fennel. Use 3 to 5 slices of fresh ginger, 1 teaspoon crushed fennel, and a small amount of angelica tincture in practitioner-style formulas. Or keep it simple at home with ginger and fennel tea after heavy meals. And then there is one more herb people skip too often: gentian. Gentian is not the herb for every bloated person. But when the pattern is low appetite, weak stomach, underpowered digestion, gas and bloating, gentian can be brilliant. This is a switch digestion on herb, not a comfort tea. So I use gentian more before food, in small amounts, when the system is flat and weak. The short version is simple. For classic gas, fennel, anise, caraway. For crampy or IBS-type bloating, peppermint, chamomile, lemon balm. For heavy, slow, food sits there bloating, ginger, angelica, and sometimes gentian. If I had to give you one rule, it would be this. Do not just ask, what herb is good for bloating? Ask, what kind of bloating is this? Because once you match the herb to the pattern, the whole thing starts making more sense.
The Herbalist.